Hey my exiles, Zaior here bringing you an updated version of my previous Hollow Palm Ice Monk build. This time we are going to use the full power of the element to tackle the highest content in the game. We will be using the Triple Herald and Elemental Expression. We will keep on several things from the previous build, so the transition will be pretty smooth. In this video we will check out the changes made, including passives, skills and gems. Ready to take your builds to the next level? Let's get into the video. Okay my monks, let's see and explain in a simple way what the biggest change I made from the previous build were. These changes are pretty easy to understand since the base of the build is the same, critical plus attack speed, meaning energy shield plus evasion. But this time we will add a Triple Herald to get more elemental damage and clear maps faster. The main change was removing the combat frenzy buff and the charge staff skill. These two go out and it comes Herald of Ash. So now we will have the power of Herald of Ice, Herald of Thunder and Herald of Ash. These three heralds create an incredible synergy to clear higher tier maps easily. Another skill added to this build is Elemental Expression. It's a spell that triggers on a melee critical hit, creating fire explosion, a chain lightning or an ice wave depending on your attributes. It's considered one of the most powerful skills in the Invoker key due to its high activation frequency and synergy with crit focused builds. And since our build is crit based, it will trigger constantly, adding more DPS. Later on I will explain in more detail the points added to the tree and some of the skill kit gems. Let's start by looking at the gems I'm using for Elemental Expression. Rising Tempest will give us 12% more damage for each element we have used recently, and we will be using all three elements consistently with the heralds, so that's 36% more damage. The Efficiency gem is important because it reduces the mana cost of this skill. This way we manage our resources better and won't have problems. Remember that in the previous video I explained how we recover mana with the Walker of the Wilds node. Next is Retreat, which will make our projectiles deal 30% more damage if we use a melee skill beforehand. In this case, Ice Strike will help trigger this gem. Nova projectiles will help shoot projectiles in all directions, making it more efficient. And finally, Blind 2 to blind enemies farther away. And remember, keeping them blinded not only helps with survival, but also boosts our crit thanks to certain skill tree nodes. Crackling Palm stays the same. This skill is gained if you have Thunder Fist, but if you don't, you can use gloves like the ones I have in the planner. Similar to this. Ice Strike stays the same, with the same gems. Same with Shattering Palm, same gems. And we continue with Tempest Bell, upgrading the support gems. Overabundance 2 to have more bells active and refuse them faster. Rage 3 giving us 5 this time. The ability to hit it 2 more times, and in close combat, since the bell is always near enemies, adds 30% more damage. Herald of Ice and Wind Dancer also stay the same, just at a higher level, and you can see the gems in the planner linked in the description and comments. Here we add Herald of Ash, which previously used Resonance. We will use it with Magnified Area 2 for more damage range. And for Ghost Dance, we add Cannibalism for more survival. This is only if you have extra spirit, otherwise use Cannibalism 1. And Herald of Thunder also stays with the same gems. The skill tree stayed mostly the same. I will just add the higher level points so you can guide your progress. The first change is removing a point in Resonance and one in Dexterity to put a point in Echoing Flames, giving us 30% more damage because we will be using Herald of Ash. So we will take advantage of these 3 nodes to generate more damage. Other important points we will add as we level up are Blinding Strike, which will blind enemies with multiply hits and also adds global damage to the build. Next is Subterfuge Mask, giving us 2 evasion per 1 energy shield point on our helmet. This node is very important for surviving fights, as we will evade most monster attacks. The other 3 points remain the same, so the changes are minor compared to the other build, but the added damage is worth much more. Next is Ascendancy. As explained in my previous video, the first points go to I Am the Blizzard, which boosts cold DPS and slows enemies with Shield Crown. Lead Me Through Grace helps us gain more spirit with energy shield and evasion on our armor. We continue with Sunder My Enemies until reaching Elemental Expression. Elemental Expression is a projectile skill that will constantly cast thanks to our crit chance, making it an important DPS and crowd controlation. Moving to gear guys, the gear is the same as before. A combination of evasion plus energy shield to benefit from Hollow Palm technique and gain more defenses. Thunder Fist is ideal if you have it, but if not, you can use gloves like the ones I have here. Also in the planner link in the description. For the amulet, we went with Overwhelming Strike to increase crit and crit damage. I think it's the best choice here. Through Overcharge for elemental damage could also work, but we are focusing on crit, so I prefer this. I do have one issue. I haven't capped Chaos Resistant, but honestly, I haven't had many problems farming with this amount of resistance. The high evasion makes surviving easier. Okay my monks, today's video was a bit shorter, just to show the build in action and the small changes with the Third Herald. I left a tier 15 mat with the boss so you can see it in action. If you like the video and want me to keep bringing more PoE 2 builds, don't forget to like and subscribe. Any questions, leave them in the comments. See you in Path of Exile.
Endklane reifen once more.